The same thing happens in the barrier in the wall of our intestines. So here's the deal. Your intestines are your skin turned inside out. That's all it is. That surface area of the intestines is the same surface area as a tennis court.
That's big.
Yeah, that's big. And everybody's kind of looking down there. There's no tennis court.
How's it fit in there?
Yeah, how'd they do that? Well, and we can do this because it's kind of fun. I'm fascinated with plants, as you know, the plant paradox. And, plants are actually very intelligent human beings. They actually see. A new book has proven that plants see. Anyhow, so plants have a root system in the soil that they get their nourishment. And those roots are surrounded by a microbiome of the soil. And there's fungi and bacteria. And it's actually that microbiome that gets the food into the plant, gets all the nutrients into the plant. So we actually have roots. And this surface area, those of you who remember high school biology, we have all these little projections called microvilli. And think of it kind of as a shag carpet. And so we have roots that go into our intestines, and everything we eat is actually the soil.
So our intestines are like the roots.
Yeah, our intestines. Out of our intestines are these roots.
Got it.
And the soil is what we eat. But the main component of the soil is the microbiome. So you've got 4 to 5 pounds of bugs
in my gut.
In your gut. And
wow.
they're there. We used to think they were just a bunch of crap.
But we actually need it.
We not only need it, they control everything that's going to happen to you.
Do I want 10 pounds of bugs, or do I just want 4 or 5?
Well, actually, the more diverse set of bugs you have, the more kind of mixing pot United Nations of bugs, the better off you're going to be. In fact,
why is that?
Turns out, if you look at what's called microbial diversity. In other words, how many. We now know that there are at least 10,000 different species of bacteria that live in your gut.
Oh my gosh!
In fact, a few weeks ago, another 1,000 was found that nobody realized. So your gut is basically a tropical rainforest, and you've got all these creatures and things happening, and one creature depends on another, and if you tip the balance off, it's like introducing wolves back into Yellowstone Park, right?
Right.
Whoops! We needed wolves. Who knew?
Right. Yeah.
Right. So there's this intense kind of communication dependence, and the more diverse your microbiome is, the longer you live and the longer you live well. So
why is that?
Turns out that this root system is dependent on the nourishment it gets from all of these bugs.
Got it. So it'd be like if you're trying to grow a plant or a tree in a desert. It'd be challenging because there's not enough soil.
Yeah.
And it would only thrive for as long as it can, or...
Yeah, in fact,
if you put an oak tree in a desert, I guess, or whatever, right? It needs more nourishment than it's receiving there.
Right, and you can actually, there's really cool experiments where you can have 2 identical plants planted right next to each other, and depending on the microbiome in that soil, one plant will thrive and the other won't.
Right.
But we can go down a rabbit hole, and it turns out in a forest, if trees sense that one of their neighbors is not doing too well, they will actually send roots and supports over to that tree.
That's pretty interesting.
But
okay.
Again, we won't go down that.
Yeah, I know. We can go down everywhere. Yeah. Okay, so all this so what I'm hearing you say is that the gut, the microbiome, and these bugs have a lot to do with how you can live well now, and also for extending life. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Click in the description below for a great resource. Thanks for watching. Make sure you share the video with someone else who you think needs it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and comment below. Share any questions you have about the video in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel right now and click the notification bell so you don't miss out.